People think staying single means something is wrong with you, that you're broken, unlovable, picky, or somehow falling behind. But psychology says the people who stay single the longest often have the strongest minds, the clearest self-awareness, and the kind of emotional maturity that most people never develop. Because staying single doesn't mean you can't find someone. It means you refuse to settle for connections that drain you, confuse you, or shrink you. These are the people who understand that love isn't about filling a void. It's about choosing someone who actually fits into the life you've built. They're selective, but not because they're unrealistic. They're selective because they've learned the cost of choosing wrong. They know that peace is more valuable than company, and that loneliness with the wrong person is far worse than solitude with yourself. They've lived through enough to understand their own rhythm. What overwhelms them, what nourishes them, what destroys them slowly, and what helps them grow. So they don't hand access to their emotional world to just anyone. Some of these people didn't choose to be single. Life carved them into it. They went through breakups that rewired their brain, betrayals that made them cautious, disappointments that matured them too early, and healing that took longer than anyone around them understood. After you've had to put yourself back together, you don't just jump into the next arms available. You observe, you protect yourself, you move slowly, you test consistency instead of listening to promises, and you understand that trust is earned now, not gifted freely like it used to be. Others stay single because they genuinely love their independence. They enjoy designing their days exactly how they want, without compromise, without emotional chaos, without someone draining their energy or demanding constant validation. They like eating alone, traveling alone, building routines that make sense for their goals and their mental health. They don't crave attention because their self-worth doesn't depend on who texts back, who watches their stories, or who calls them mine. Their validation comes from self-respect, not relationship status. And the truth that almost no one talks about is this. The people who stay single the longest often have the deepest capacity to love. Not the shallow kind that's based on loneliness or insecurity, but the real kind that requires vulnerability, emotional effort, and loyalty. They don't love easily because they understand the responsibility of loving at all. They know relationships are not aesthetic props or Instagram achievements. They're emotional partnerships that require maturity, stability, honesty, and real care. That's why they don't chase temporary attention or settle for half-hearted connection. Their standards aren't fantasies. They're lessons carved from experience, from their own life, and from watching others sabotage their happiness by choosing fast instead of choosing right. They've seen jealousy destroy people, control ruin relationships, lies break families, and emotional immaturity create lifelong scars. And they've decided they'd rather wait than repeat the same patterns. So if you're single right now, by choice or because life pushed you there, hear this clearly. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not behind. You're not incomplete. You're simply someone who knows themselves enough to wait for something real, or maybe someone who's building a life that feels real with or without another person in it. And that's not loneliness. That's alignment. If this hit home, if it made you rethink your own path, then hit subscribe. Because here on the Knownsense, we don't just talk about life. We decode the psychology behind why you feel, think, love, and grow the way you do. Like the video, share your story in the comments, and join the community of people who think with depth, not noise.